Dave made this beat.
Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 336. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy. What's up, Slack fam? What's good, y'all?
What it do? We back again. And it's so funny because every time we do this, I have to look and double check. Like, dang, is that really that number? 336? That sounds like a lot.
I know. It's like a double take.
Yeah, exactly. Every time I'm like, let me make sure I'm getting this right because I have dyslexia and all these other issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me make sure that's right. 336 episodes, 336 straight weeks of bringing sports talk to the Slack family. So with that, what's good, brother? What's good?
Not much, man. Same old, man. That the long January is over, so now the rest of the year is finna just fly by.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited for, man. I got a lot of kind of fun stuff coming up. Boy got a tattoo appointment in a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? I got Vegas in March, and like I talked about too, we got DreamCon in July. So, I'm just excited to get to these things. I know I'm gonna have a blast. Just get to meet some other like-minded creators and things of that nature. So, I'm excited, man. How about you, man? How's your week going so far? How's your year going so far?
The week is going pretty good. And yeah, a lot of things going on the sports world, but also like you said, like kind of moving into February is a fun time. Definitely lots of birthdays coming up on both sides of the family. I know you got birthdays coming up too, so that's what's up.
Too many. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna hit the pocketbooks. You got Valentine's Day, all kinds of stuff. But before we can get to all of that, we got the Super Bowl, man, and I'm excited for it because it's gonna be a great set off to what was really truly like a pretty legit year in the NFL. Like a lot of good competition, a lot of close games, and this was a year that felt like a little bit refreshing because you didn't know kind of like who the major players were. We don't know who was going to come out on top on either side, right? So Patriots, Seahawks, definitely am excited to get into that today. We got NBA trade deadline going on right now, which the deadline is in a couple of days, but yeah, a bunch of moves. I feel like whatever happened this morning, I can't remember which one it was, but we'll walk through them. It kind of kicked off the rest. It was like, all right, it's time to make it happen. So, so that's exciting. And for our Slackers, like at the end of the show, we're going to close the show by doing our drawing for our Super Bowl squares, which is always an exciting time where we get to hand out the all of the squares for everybody that won every single all the weeks of the pick'em. So lots of fun stuff on today's show. I do want to welcome everybody in. Apologize for being late, but we're making some last minute preparations on that Super Bowl grid, so we had to make sure we got it right. But I will welcome everybody in. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show, commenting, liking. And being part of the Slack family. So we got Pops in the building. We got Moms from Chile, Florida. Hope you're staying warm out there.
I know. Stay safe out there.
Kelly says, are there still squares available? There are not squares available, but if you want to, I'll sell you one of mine if you want to swap. But we actually did fill up the grid. We have a 50 square grid this time. So we got it done, and it's kind of cool because it's a majority of the winners from the league that are all over there, so we'll see more chances to win. We got Unk, hello from Texas, and he was the winner himself. So that's what's up, Unk. He's got a lot of spaces on there as well, so that's cool. We got Derpy in the building. Let's go. Appreciate you being in, clocking in early as well. Harden to the Cavs just happened 5 minutes ago, confirmed. That's what's up. So that was on our rumor mill list when we were going to talk about the trade deadline, and we'll get into that one for sure. But that one's surprising because Harden, he wasn't even on the radar until whatever they were talking about with him was low key because we've been hearing about Giannis. We've been hearing about some other people that are likely to be moved. But Harden, man, just a couple weeks ago, he was talking about, the Clippers are back and we can do it and we can make it, but he out of there. Yeah. So we'll see. All right, that's what's up. So we got a great show. Let's what should we do first? Should we just dive right in with the NBA trade and then switch all the way over to football?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
So NBA trade deadline, that's the biggest one. So we got to see what the details of the Harden trade were. But before that, earlier today, Jaren Jackson going to the Utah Jazz, which is kind of weird. Like Memphis is like going ahead and blowing it up. We knew they were when they got rid of Bane, but now it's like they are blowing it up. But now Jackson goes from Memphis, who is at the bottom of the West, to Jazz, who's even worse. So that one's kind of an interesting one. But what did you think about that deal? And then I'll go through the other deals as well.
I actually like it, man. And the reason, but here's the thing: I'm not a big JJJ fan unless the Utah Jazz can figure out how to like really utilize him, because his like he's not a bad player, you know what I'm saying, at all. Like he's a great shot blocker, you know what I'm saying. So he's really good at blocking shots. But for some reason, his skill set's just so awkward to me. He's like 6'10", I think, and he's like one of the worst rebounding forwards in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like,
true,
he can score. He's not a great 3-point shooter, but he can shoot the three. I think just with Memphis being so everywhere all the time, like I'm sure he probably will like the maybe new setup, maybe. But like you said, you're going to the Jazz, so who knows? But I will say I really do like Jazz's kind of young foundation. I like they got Isaiah Collier. He's been playing well for them so far. Markkanen, not sure what they're going to do with him.
But he can score. He's good. Yeah.
Markkanen is really good. Like, he's solid too, especially if he can stay healthy. They've got some solid bigs for rebounding, so they don't really need him to rebound. You know what I mean? So they got a couple other guys in the trade too that are going to be really, really good for rebounding as well. I think I can't remember if they also sent Jock Landale or if he went somewhere else, because there was a big trade. It was like 8.
Yeah. Like a lot of draft picks, a lot of players.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm not sure if just he went there, but I do like it. I feel like they need to find a coach, because I really, really love what the Hornets have been doing lately. They've actually been playing extremely well, and that core of Melo Ball, Con Newpel, and Knuppel, and Brax Miller. Like, they've been hooping lately. They've been beating a lot of teams that they normally shouldn't be beaten. So, coaching staffs over there has got them kind of right, and like their future actually looks pretty bright for once. You know what I mean? So when you can build a team off a strong young foundation, you look at what the Thunder have been able to do, right? So I think it kind of makes sense, man. Like, JJJ's young; he's not old. Like, he's still a young cat. So it's just, if they can make it work, awesome. If they can't, it doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah. No, I have some great points there. Definitely the coaching does make a difference, especially in the NBA, where at this point everybody's athletic, everybody has talent. It's just can you get them to do it on a consistent basis? And what's your scheme like? Want to welcome in Grace. She said hello and big smiles from Luna. Hey, Luna.
Hey, Luna.
What you doing? Oh man, she's she's so awesome. We'll have to have her too. She hasn't I don't know if she made her Slack debut yet. Maybe one time, but one of these days we'll be able to book her. She's very, very busy. So
yeah, for sure.
Unc said, so did they trade it? Exactly. We saving up for that. So Unc said, do they trade away Ja? Yeah, probably. If anybody will take him.
That's the hardest part.
And just blow it all the way up. Yeah.
He would like to go to Miami. Miami was interested, but I don't think they were enough interested. So we'll see.
Now maybe that they did the big swap, they're just like, we'll see. Pop said if Jazz keep Laurie, it'll improve a lot.
I agree.
Good bigs. Yeah,
I agree.
And he's like up there in the scoring this year too. He's
man, he's nice. So that's what I said. If the coaching can get it together, they'll be solid. I think they'll be straight. They'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah. Cousins say hi to Luna. Hi Augie. Hi, my mind was good. Cousins tuning in. All right, so let me get to the bottom of this one. It says Clippers is James Harden and in exchange for Darius Garland and a second-round pick. Darius Garland is not a bad player. He's been injured, and we always talked about, though, years ago on the show, like, they can't really make it work with both of them, and then they did.
I know.
But now, is this a better fit? The only thing is James Harden is ball dominant, and Donovan Mitchell, he could do either one. He could score without having the ball, but still, like, who runs that team? Like, is there enough time to get the chemistry right? Because the Cavs are already a good team, and the East is down this year. So would you have tinkered with it, or what do you think?
I think the only reason I'm gonna be honest, Donovan Mitchell, he's not my favorite, but he's not one of my favorite players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think he's a good scorer when he's on. You know what I'm saying? But like he does play a ton of hero ball that just and it more often than not doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying? So like
yeah.
So maybe that's kind of why they went that route, because Garland has been pretty injured the last couple of years, and I know it's kind of hurt them, especially in the playoffs.
Right.
And he's been injured. I think he's been injured. This is his third time being out already this season. I think he's like started the season. Yeah, I think he didn't start, and then he started the season, and he was out again, and he's back, and then he's out again. So I think maybe that's what they're trying to do is like Harden may be older, but at least he's been available as of late. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I could get from that. But you know, I guess the Cavs really are kind of in win now mode, right? Like you got the two really good bigs. You got Donovan Mitchell, and you're missing kind of your ball handler, if you will. So, you know, I think it's really, really going to come down to can Donovan Mitchell play a majority of the game without the ball in his hands? Right. Because there will be times maybe where he's bringing the ball up, but it also doesn't make much sense because I just think like James Harden is just a much better.
He's got that
point guard.
Like, yeah. No, I feel you. Harden obviously is a vet. He knows what to do, and I guess just some of the things Pop says Cavs are going to petition the league to be able to use two balls.
Yeah, they gonna have to.
Pop says Harden to Cavs makes no sense at all. It is. It's weird, but I mean, it's like if you feel like you're close and you just need like a finishing move, you just need something to take you over the top. Yeah, that's cool, but I don't know if Harden can be that based on what you already had. But he still knows what to do. So
yeah. You know, it's funny. You know, Isaiah Collier ended up going to the Utah Jazz. I think if I'm them, I think Isaiah Collier might be a better pickup, especially for your future. Yeah, great passer. I mean, he's averaging like 8.5, 9 assists, so it's about the same as Harden. You know, I mean, you don't get the scoring that Harden will bring, but Harden's so hot and cold too, though. You know what I mean? Like he can go 3 for 15 or hit 5-6 threes in a matter of a couple of minutes. So it's like it depends what you're getting from him too.
Yeah. Pop says Harden won't perform in the playoffs as usual, creeping towards bum status. Oh, I mean. Yeah, we'll see if it's any different. But he had to carry. In Houston, he didn't have nobody like Donovan Mitchell, though. Like, for sure. Like, so he got tired. I get it. But actually, at the same time, when he played with Chris Paul, they couldn't get along. And but they're both kind of like hard-headed, and they're both kind of jerks, so that makes sense. But
for what I hear, though, too, Chris Paul's hard to get along with everybody.
Anywhere. I mean, look how the Clippers did him dirty.
Yeah.
Because he was a franchise guy there. I mean, obviously, he didn't start there, but I mean, they had great years with Lob City and everything, and even this year they were like, even though that's a whole nother topic, I don't even understand why the Clippers tried to get him if they didn't know who he is. You know
for
how
sure,
he is.
for sure.
All right, the other one that was interesting, Bulls, Pistons, Wolves, was an interesting one. Ivy and Mike Conley Jr. going to Chicago, Detroit getting Herder and Dario Saric, and a 2026 pick swap. Mm-hmm. And in Minnesota, obviously, all they did was just dump Mike Conley's salary, but that's kind of interesting. Detroit wasn't using Ivy as much, but he still has a lot of potential.
Yeah, he's actually really good. I like Ivy. For real.
I know. I was like, dang, but they got a shooter that maybe fits better with their pieces now. If they want,
I think that's what it was. I think that's really what it was. They're finding he's really good, but it's like they had to like know where to use him, especially with Ausar Thompson actually kind of playing the way he's been playing.
Yeah,
you're kind of like. Oh, okay. You're good, but we have no real use for you right now. You know what I mean? Like, where are we going to find him the minutes?
Yeah. Ugg said Dario Saric. Why he's selling it? He's a solid vet, but he's obviously fallen off for the past years. He doesn't really break no rotation, but at times he's serviceable at the least.
What's really funny is Anthony Simons to the Bulls and Nikola Vucevic to the Celtics. I'm not a fan of that at all.
That's kind of weird to me too, but Vucevic is pretty solid. So I guess in the short term it might be good for the Celtics. I'm surprised they've been able to hold together. They're like, look, we might be able to make a run ourselves in the East, like even despite the injuries. So
they definitely can. What's funny about the Celtics, man? A couple of years ago, I think when they had gotten to I think the championship, I think I had mentioned, I had talked about one-on-one, my money will always go to Jaylen Brown over Tatum. Honestly,
You've been
one-on-one.
on the record for that one.
Yeah, for sure. And I think our brother Matt Marcus, he had talked about, but can he be the guy, if Tatum was ever to go down, or can he be the guy somewhere else? And he would 100% has been that guy. I mean, he's averaging like 30 a game right now, averaging like 8 rebounds a game. Like he's hooping. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely balling out, and he's got the Celtics, I think in third place in the East. So, they haven't really skipped a beat. Obviously, you want Jason Tatum there. You know what I mean? Like you obviously want him healthy.
Right.
And if they get far enough, there's a good chance he does come back. He's kind of jonesing to. I hope they don't force it. You know what I mean? Like don't do a whole. Obviously, it's not a KD issue, but don't force him back too soon. But JB's, man, he's been hooping. He's got the Celtics in contention to really compete, I think, for another championship. So I've always said, man, I think he could. I knew he could. And he's got the whole Celtics playing very, very well.
Hunk agrees. Why is folks still questioning Jaylen Brown? Yeah.
I'm like, who's questioning? Wow. Oh, my bad. I kind of got off a tangent because I got to the Celtics stuff. But the reason why I don't like the Anthony Simons to the Bulls is they got too many guards already. I was literally just saying, I was like, they need to figure out where they can send Kobe. Like, because he need to get out of there. Ever since he's been back, the Bulls have really fallen off. The Australian kid, granted, he was injured for a little bit, so like he's I think kind of barely coming back, and they're bringing him on slowly. But man, Bulls were looking real good at the beginning before Kobe White came back, and since he's been back, they've really fallen off. And I feel like he just doesn't fit them anymore.
It's weird, but it doesn't really like work. Like it's not a spot for him.
Yeah, so like now you're adding another guard to an already super guard heavy team. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. So
yeah,
I was not a fan of that trade at all. But hopefully they're still got some trades going. I do feel like Kobe White might be gone. I don't see why they keep him.
Maybe they were making some maneuvers for the next.
For sure, something. But if they end up keeping all these guards, it just don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We still got 2 days or like a day and a half. So I do think there's still, obviously there's still going to be some activity. Giannis, who we haven't talked about yet, is still, going to be moved. I'm saying Giannis, getting tired of Giannis. If you want to leave already, then freaking leave. It looks like Golden State is in the mix, which I do think would be interesting. And apparently Draymond Green's name is coming up. But apparently the Bulls have multiple offers and they are countering right now, or they're working on it. Not the Bulls, the Bucks.
Yeah.
Where do you think he's going to ultimately land?
Giannis?
Yeah.
I can see him going to Golden State. That's kind of where it's looking right now. And Golden State, I think, has 4 or 5 first rounders that they can send the Bucks' way too. So I plus they're also trying to get rid of Jonathan Kuminga. He wants out of there. I think it's Draymond's time. He's just, as much as he's done for the organization, he just constantly puts them in situations bad late in games. So at a certain point in time, like I know every time something like that happens and they pan to Steph, he's tired of it. Like he'll never say it, he'll never come out and say it. I know they're brothers, but I know at a certain point, I think even Steph is like, bro, I'm getting tired of you, bro. Like what I'm saying? Like you got to, like you're all these techs and getting tossed in the fourth quarter of games when we need you or we need those points. It's killing them. And a guy like Giannis, everybody but Steph is on the table. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I could see it definitely going there.
It would be time, and I think it would be a good time for it to kind of dissolve, even with like him and Steve Kerr. Like they've had some different things, and not to say that they can't work together because they obviously have, but yeah, I don't think either of them will be, too mad at a fresh scenery.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool though with Giannis and Curry, but I don't know if it's just like kind of weird. But if Giannis can still demand a lot of attention with Curry out there shooting, that could be very tough to defend.
Yeah. Giannis is always going to demand a lot of attention. He's still that good. Yeah. It's gonna be one of those things. I think it's going to be better for Steph too. I talk about it all the time. Like, and I love seeing so many people kind of backing me on this nowadays, but. I think Kerr has really benefited from having the team that he's had since he took over for this team. You know what I mean? Like the offense is atrocious, bro. Like it's like watching backyard basketball. You literally just it's 18 seconds of a 24 clock of them literally just running around to get their head cut off.
Yeah,
and then Steph is forced to take a stupid shot. His field goal percentages, 3-point percentages are all so down. You know what I mean? We're constantly seeing these games where Steph is like 5 for 23. You know what I mean? And and it's because he's taking dumb shots. Like he's actually taking dumb shots. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's just it's so bad. So in order for and I think what's really helped them so many years is you had Clay there as well, right? Damn, we can't. You got two of the greatest shooters in the league, all time. How do you really double team Steph? And now that Clay's no longer there, it's just easy to guard Steph now. It's really easy. So, all of his shots are just so much harder to get. And I think you take Giannis there, who's such a monster for pretty much anywhere but the 3-point line, right? But when he's wide open, he'll take that shot too now. So it's one of those things where it's like, I talk about Giannis all the time because he's one of those guys, in my opinion, who probably works the hardest in the NBA. He's worked so hard at every aspect of his game, and I respect the hell out of him as a player. So, the pick and roll is going to be so nasty because he's so good, at the bottom of the basket. So,
I like it. I think it would be pretty fun to see, and I think that's what he wants to do too. He doesn't want to go anywhere and just put up stats and be irrelevant. In Golden State and playing with Curry, that's like a little, little legacy builder type of thing. It's a definitely a brand you'd want to be attached to more. So, I like it. Unc says, "Is Clay even playing anymore?" Yeah, Clay is playing.
Yeah.
He's
actually doing pretty well coming off the bench now.
Yeah, he's solid. He's still one of my favorite players. I still wish, even back then, like a long time ago, that the Lakers were able to get him. There was one point, like in the Splash Brother thing, but before all the titles went crazy, that there was a chance there. I thought, oh man,
I 100% thought he was going to LA. I 100% thought he was going there. I was like, it just made the most sense, especially because that was during a time where you guys had like zero shooters. We were always talking about
like all you need is a 3-point shooter. Yeah,
Lakers need shooters. They can do shooters, and I was so sure they were going to go out and get Klay Thompson, and it just didn't happen. But I'm with you. He's my favorite Splash Brother too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. So that's NBA. I think other things. LeBron did make the backup team in the All-Star reserve, so his streak does continue, which I think is warranted. He can still obviously play, but it'll be interesting to see what happens with him next year. Though I don't think this is his last year. I think he's going to go for the farewell tour. But I'm starting to think more and more though that farewell tour is going to be in Cleveland. So I don't know, but I like what the Lakers are doing. On a little side note. They'll see if they can make a run, but it's Lucas' show, and I love that. Og says Cooper Flag is playing well. Yeah, so he's playing very well. Yeah, he had a couple big games last week.
49 points.
49 points. It's ridiculous, and he's still so young and so talented. So I like too that the Mavericks are just running through him. AD might even move.
AD to retire.
Yeah, he should, but. Still getting them checks, so
he's not. But I'm just saying, like,
yeah. So, all right, that's cool. That was basketball. I think I'm glad we got a chance to go a little bit deeper into basketball, and it's fun stuff with the trade deadline. The All-Star weekend is coming up pretty soon too. So, as we kind of come down off the Super Bowl, it's a nice little transition there. So let's talk Super Bowl now. Let's switch over. Let's talk NFL. And Moms reminds us Olympics starting this week. That's right. Olympics. It'll be interesting to see actually. Quick one on that one. Like Lindsey Vonn got injured last like the other day, a week before the Olympics were to start, and she still says she's going to go. So that's what's up. See if she can come. Have some kind of a heroic comeback story. That'd be pretty dope. But yeah, Winter Olympics starting soon. Gonna be watching some curling for sure. Would you ever try that? Like, where can you do that? You can't. It's not like you can go somewhere and do that, huh?
I know, but yeah, I tried down or anything. So
we should check at the polar the spot that the Coyotes used to practice at. I wonder if they have for sure. That. I'm gonna check into that. That would be crazy. I would love to do that one day.
Yeah, that would be fun. I'm with it.
Go with the broom,
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's switch to NFL talk. Let's do the coaching hires. The Cardinals hiring Mike LaFleur. I want to know from our Cardinals fans what we think of that. But I think that was pretty interesting. And the other one, what was the other final one? I gotta think now because there was two that we didn't talk about since last time.
Yeah. Right. It was Cardinals.
We talked about Joe Brady.
Was it Browns? Did they have a coach yet?
Yeah. Oh, they have Todd Monken. They did hire Todd Monken.
Yeah, I remember that. But I can't remember if they were the one that we talked about yet.
No, I thought Clint Kubiak for the Las Vegas Raiders. It's not official yet. Right. But he's going to be the Las Vegas Raiders head coach as soon as the Super Bowl is over. So yeah, that's what it was. So those are the two we hadn't talked about yet. But now there are no more vacancies, and it's crazy though. Still, 10 coaches changing over this year.
That's crazy.
Like, that is a lot. Yeah, Mom said Monken. Yeah, that was an interesting one too. I'm happy for him to get a chance to have a team and see how it does because his offensive coordinator. I'm obviously as a Georgia fan, like I have fond memories of him, and he had aspirations much higher than going back to Georgia because I was like, oh man, he should come back to Georgia. But I'm happy for him to get a head coaching shot, even though it's with Cleveland. But we'll see what he can make work.
I think he'll be just fine. Honestly, I think there were a lot of times where he didn't want to come out initially and say it, but there kind of rumor mill and kind of players kind of coming to his aid. They were basically saying like all of the issues that were with the offense weren't Monken, they were Harbaugh. Like all of the fourth quarters where Derrick Henry was out, like that was all Harbaugh. Like Monken tried to put him back in, and Harbaugh would bring him out and put in Mitchell. You know what I mean? It was like. And so from what I've been hearing, like a lot of those like stupid, idiotic coaching choices were all Harbaugh. So it was like, were you trying to get fired? Were you trying to get let go? You know what I mean? So, so I a lot of the Ravens players are basically like really happy for him. Hate to see him in the division, but still happy for him. But yeah, so hopefully he does well too.
Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for him. It'll be interesting though. I think maybe in a couple weeks, so since there won't be as much NFL when we'll wind down from that, is maybe we'll do a ranking, like our own ranking of who we think the best. Because 10 coaches is a lot. So I'm kind of interested to see, like, go back and look at it in totality and be like, okay, which ones do I like the best, or which ones do we like? Maybe do the rankings. That'd be cool.
Well, the amount of coordinators that got hired says a lot about how many teams needed coaches. You know what I'm saying? And the thing I love about this hiring too is like Monk told Shador, like, man, we tried to get you over in Baltimore. So I think he's going to finally let Shador have a real chance and form an offense around him. There ain't going to be there's going to be competition between you and Watson. I don't think that's going to be it. I think right now the job belongs to Shador, and cool. I'm happy about that. So I just want to see Shador just get an actual real shot, build an offensive team around him because he has weapons there. He's got weapons there on the running back tip and the receiver tip. Great defense as per usual, and if they go and draft or get a couple offensive linemen in the in free agency in the draft, I mean, they might be set up to be solid immediately. You know what I mean? So see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. I think it'll be pretty cool. Unk says McCarthy is a joke of a hire. Dude has never been a clear-cut leader of any of his players. Nah, man, I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm rooting for that little Pittsburgh man story too. Yeah. I don't know. I don't wish.
I think it'll be fine. The problem though is just the roster. I think that's going to be the hardest part. Their roster is not great.
And there are potential. We got to talk about that too. Some trade rumors on that, like with Kyler Murray. There are potential Kyler Murray landing spot, and so are the Dolphins. Which I thought that was interesting. The Dolphins. That's just going to be a repeat of the same thing,
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah. So we'll see. All right, so that's on the coaching. All right, let me see. Oh, looks like we got a special guest right now. Hold on a second. I think I see him. Yo.
Oh, we
got echo.
Oh, that's probably me, man. I don't know. I don't have my earphones or nothing, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I just want to come on here for the Super Bowl, which y'all picked, so I'm gonna mute myself and hear what y'all got going.
Okay. Wait.
Perfect timing, actually.
Yeah. But no, before you come on, or before you go on mute, tell us what you think of Mike LaFleur to the Cardinals, since you're our Cardinals guy.
It's gonna be hard for anybody, you know. So it's a job. You gotta change the culture of it, you know. So hopefully he can do what what's my guy Dan from the Detroit Lions. Yeah, so hopefully he could do something like that. But you're gonna have to change the whole culture of the whole team for that to happen. But I wish that they got somebody more seasoned, somebody who's been there, done it before. This brand new coach, I don't know how he's gonna do, and you gotta see who's quarterback gonna be first too. So
I know.
we'll see, man.
Yeah, I think the quarterback situation will be weird. Um, I don't know if it's going to be Brissett again, or they try to just draft somebody and see, because the draft's not looking too strong either. But like you said, it'll be tough for anybody. But we'll see. He'll have to be creative for sure.
I apologize for my. I look like I'm in a prison or something. The TV back there and the walls, like. I promise I'm not locked up, y'all. I'm free. I'm at one of my churches, man. I'm in one of the offices, so I promise I'm not locked up, man. I just seen it though.
No, I know you're not in prison. All that gold chain around your neck. What? You not? I know you're not locked up. You straight. Look, let me tuck mine in. Debo.
Oh my gosh, that's funny what you said with the TV though. You're like, oh, we coming
I
to it.
I seen it in the back. I'm like, what? Like I'm in care facility or something, somewhere.
Coming straight from the corrections. Yeah,
did y'all pick yet though for the Super Bowl? Y'all picked?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Perfect timing.
Okay.
All right, so let's switch over. We just talked about the coaches, but we'll switch over to Super Bowl. And it's pretty interesting. Man, I keep thinking about this game and I keep going back and forth. I think the Seahawks are just a hot hand. So I'm kind of leaning towards them. They are the favorite by 4.5, which I think is kind of steep for it. Because the Patriots are really good too. But I don't know who to pick yet. I wanna see what your thoughts are. So Strizzy, you lead us into this. What is your kind of Super Bowl breakdown?
Man, I think the Patriots should be feeling pretty good. They just faced three of the top 5 defenses in the league to get here, right? So, obviously, offense didn't perform as well as you'd like them to, but it's because you just faced, some of the top defenses. But at the same time, too, the Seahawks also have one of the top defenses in the league. You know what I mean? So they're about to face another one. But I think the difference between the team that they played is the Seahawks offense is better than all of them. You know what I mean? So the Patriots have a great defense. Seahawks have a great defense, but can they match the scoring ability of the Seahawks? So I think that's going to be like the biggest test, I think. For me personally, right now, I am going with the Seahawks. I think they're just a little bit more of the veteran team. I love what Mike McD has done with this team in such a short time. I also love what Vrabel has done with this team in such a short time. You look at what the Patriots have looked like over the last couple of years and what Vrabel literally did in one season, right?
Right.
With the second year quarterback, and I think it's funny because it's like, a lot of people will say like, oh, well, Sam Darnold isn't, the greatest quarterback, but he does have that veteran aspect on his side. He's played in multiple offensive schemes in the last couple of years, and he's been successful in all of them. Even dating back to his last starts in Carolina to where he's at right now. So I think the Patriots have a lot to look forward to. Even whether they win or lose, they got a lot to look forward to. Really good quarterback, great defense. I would love for them to get May another number one receiver if they can. But both running backs they have are phenomenal. They've got some good young guys. The defense is straight. I think this is going to be a really good Super Bowl. Honestly, I think it's going to be a really, really good one. But I'm going Seahawks for right now. I just like what they've looked like all year. Like there hasn't been a real week where you're just like, oh damn, maybe they're not for real. Like they've just looked phenomenal every week.
Yeah. Mom said she wants her Seahawks since they took out the Rams. Marcus.
I want the Seahawks to win because if the Patriots win, they get 7. You know what I'm saying? So that's 2 Cowboys. So but I have a feeling that the Patriots are going to win this one. Just because it just has to happen that way. I feel like that, and then I kind of trust Drake May more than I trust Donald in a big game like that. This is a real big game, and Donald, am I saying his name right?
Darnold?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold. Okay, yeah. So I just he can do it, but I just seen him sometimes big games. Even though last 2 weeks ago was a big game too, but I just kind of trust the Patriots. I think Diggs gonna have a great game. I think he wanted to be there. I think he's gonna be kind of too much for them. I think they're gonna run the ball a lot too, the Patriots. And the Patriots got a way that system how they do things. I think they might do it, but I'm going for the Seahawks, but I just got a feeling that the Patriots gonna win it. So I think the 2 weeks helped them out a lot. I think having the next week, I think the Seahawks they fresh, they momentum going. But I think having those 2 weeks off, we're gonna see how they play. So I just think I don't know, man. I'm going with the Patriots.
I'm with Beast Mode too. Show the running back some love. He showed out last week, so we'll see what happens.
And hopefully Seahawks get them back for what Pete Carroll did to him. Hopefully they get it back.
Exactly. Gotta get that lick back.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm with you guys. I think the Seahawks look good, but I still have a little bit of doubt in my mind too about them. And because their home field advantage is so great, and that's really helped their defense too, is like, will that be different? Like, or will the Patriots be able to overcome that? So yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. I think the Seahawks are going to win, but I'm rooting for the Patriots. I don't want the Seahawks to win. I'm kind of like Pops. He said he doesn't want them to win because of Lawrence. Doesn't want DeMarcus Lawrence to get a ring. It's so funny how opposite it is. Like of when DeMarcus Ware went to the Broncos and they got to the Super Bowl, and I was like, oh man, he can get a ring. Like I was good with seeing him do it. You know what I mean? But Lawrence went out kind of spiteful, so not exactly rooting for him the same, but. I don't know. I do agree though with you, Strizzy, that I think it's going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be a really close game. Both teams will be fully prepared. But man, it's really close to call. But yeah, I think the Seahawks might pull it out.
I got a question though. Did Lawrence really go out spiteful, or was Micah just?
They both went out spiteful. They both gone.
I know Micah did, but I feel like Lawrence said, he's like, I love Dallas and I always in my home. He's like, but I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there, and he was right. Like I don't think he was wrong to say what he said. I think Micah got his butt hurt a little bit. Then he dipped out. So I was like, I completely understand if y'all was like F Micah. I don't want Micah to ever win, but like I can't be even. I'm not a Dallas fan, obviously, but I can't be too mad at Lawrence. Like I feel like he's all right.
No, yeah, part of me is happy for him, but we definitely paid him. We kept paying him. So
for sure. I feel like no one thought the Seahawks would get to the Super Bowl this year. Everybody actually thought the Seahawks were going to be last in the division, and now they were first. So I don't know. It's tricky, but
the crazy part,
I feel y'all.
The crazy part will happen if they lose the Super Bowl. The Cowboys win one next year. That would hurt even worse. You got there, they win, and the Cowboys won.
That'd be crazy. That would be nuts. That would be insane.
That would be the dopest situation.
Right?
I
know y'all be still hyped.
For Micah and for Lawrence, that would hurt both of them.
Yeah.
Hey.
Exactly. That would get them good.
Yeah, what it is.
But yeah, we'll see. I think it is going to be a good one. And the other thing we're going to do tonight too is, and we're probably going to shift to now is we're going to do our squares. So Strizzy prepared the hat, and then I got to prepare the Excel spreadsheet. And Marcus, I put you on here too. I know you don't gamble, but I'm gambling on your behalf. So not really gambling if you don't put money in, right?
Exactly.
It's all good, man. I work hard for that money, man.
Let's see here. I'm trying to share my screen real quick. Oh yeah, so Unc said email out the squares. So we will assume we're gonna finalize them now because we don't have them. We want it to be fair and square. So let me pull this out. So we got a 50 square grid. Most of everybody's just the slackers on here that won their picks. And we got the Patriots on the top, Seahawks on the bottom. And the way it's going to work is, let's see if I can get this looking right. So since it's a 50 square grid instead of 100, these top two scores for the Patriots will apply all the way down. So essentially on one side you'll get two numbers instead of just the one. So that's how we make it work. And then it'll be $50 for the first quarter, the halftime, and the third quarter, and then $100 for the final is how the prizes will be distributed. So, and then the way we
I'm
did
rooting
this,
for Luna, man. I want Luna to get hurt.
that would be dope. Yeah, put that, build up her piggy bank a little bit more.
You know what I'm saying?
See what she wants to buy.
Now that I see her on there, even if I do win, I got to drop a little something off for her. You know what I'm saying? Like if I,
that would be
dope.
So this is how we did the names too, because it's all obviously the grid, like the score, the numbers you get are random, but also the place on the grid is random too. And the way we did it is we put everybody that got squares and we get assigned it a random number, and then we just drop those in 1 through 50. So if you see yourself next to each other, basically what happened is this is just going down the grid in the same order, earthly, D, ant. So that's how that works. So Strizzy has got the numbers. You want to go with the Marcus, you want to go with the Patriots first or the Seahawks first?
Patriots.
Okay, Patriots. Okay. All right, here we go. So, yeah.
All right, starting off. First number, 2.
2. Okay.
Next number, 9.
9. Shake it up a little bit.
For sure. I've been shaking since we over here. All right. Next number is funny enough 6. 1. Next number we got 0.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Next number is 3. Next number we got is 5. 7. I don't know. 8. And last one should be what? 4.
4. Okay, cool.
That boy's back in there.
All right. Marcus, where's yours doing? Oh, there
to the last. There you go.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got 8 and 4 too. That's a good one. 28, 14, something like that. Okay. Pop said, give me a 4. All right. All right, here you go.
Right. First one is 5. Next number is 2. 3. 8. 9. 0. 7. 6. 1. Last would be 4.
Okay.
How the both last numbers is 4, man? What's going on, man? This thing is rigged, man. Is it?
Oh, wait.
4 and 4. Dang, the 4 must have been heavier. You put a little weight on that one. It went to the bottom of that.
Nah, that's Pops. The Pops that give me 4. He did that, man. That
Pops have to put in that
yeah.
Dang.
All right. So there we go.
That's crazy. Yeah, you got 24, 14 towards the end.
That'll be good.
Yep.
All right. So yeah. So there you go. There. So I'll email these out. Make sure everybody has a copy of them, so that during the game you can root for your numbers and see what's happening. Actually, let me put these in here real quick. And yeah, and if you're interested or you're having a Super Bowl party, you can find these on my Etsy store. You know what I'm saying? We got the digital download. No, I'm just playing. But if you guys want a grid though to mess with, let me know for sure, because I can do it. I got 25, 50, and 100 square grids that I made. I did put them on my Etsy store, and they're doing pretty good. So
nice.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's
nice.
up. All right, so that's for all the slackers that bought extra ones, but also for everybody that won each week. So congratulations to all our winners, and that'll be a fun thing that we can mess with. So that's that. I'll email out that maybe tomorrow, but I'll make sure everybody has it well before the game. And yeah, I think we'll shut it down right there. I didn't see too many predictions in the chat though, so drop your Super Bowl predictions in there as well. So so we can see who's right and see. But either way, I think it will be a good game. It's pretty cool that it's a rematch, but like totally different teams now too. So
yeah, big time.
So
new teams, new coaches.
Yeah. All right, cool. Marcus, do you want to chime in really fast on did you see that Harden got traded to the Cavs?
No way. For who?
For Garland and a second-round pick.
Wow. Well, LeBron not going there now.
Maybe there's always next year, but what do you think about the short term?
I don't know. I think the thing I was very surprised about was Kawhi. They asked him, of course, I know you guys seen it, they asked him about it, and he was like, whatever he think is best for him, and no matter where he goes or he stays, that's my boy. I was surprised he even said something, because Kawhi don't talk like that. But for him to say that Harden is his boy, I was like, that's kind of cool for him to understand what was going on. But I didn't think he would go. I thought he was going back to probably try to go back to Houston, but I don't know. What you guys think about it? You think he could help?
I don't know.
I think he's better than. Is he better than Garland though right now?
I think he is, as far as like veteran and knowing what to do. But at the same time, like, is he going to mess up your chemistry? Because you already had a good team. It's not like the Cavs were struggling or needed to make a move.
But and him and Wishcombe kind of a similar player that dominate the ball and do the same thing.
That's what we're talking about. Then I got one ball. It's weird.
Yeah,
but
so
maybe they'll work it out. But I didn't think he would. That's a weird team. So Giannis, he ain't going nowhere yet, huh?
Not yet. But we were talking about
when's the deadline?
It's on Thursday, like at like noon. So like so like a day and a half. But so we'll see. But by
the Warriors,
Thursday we'll know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Warriors. We were talking about probably the Warriors will be.
I like the Pistons pick too.
The Pistons,
and they can do it. They can make it happen too.
And they're already getting so good, and they can be young around them. Like they can make a run right now.
Oh, stay in the East.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll see. All right, cool. Well, we're gonna leave it right there. When we come back next week, we'll officially put a bow on the NFL season. But I hope everybody enjoys the Super Bowl. I'll get those squares sent out, and we appreciate you rocking with us.
I'm trying to get to that Phoenix Open this week, man. I don't know what day, but I'm gonna try to get out there.
I was gonna ask if we were gonna have a report on it. So you're our report.
I got a lot going on this week, but I'm gonna try. I just wish it wasn't so hard to get in there. You gotta get on a bus and all that kind of stuff. It just takes a long time to be able to go in and out. So I'm gonna try to go Thursday, but I'm not sure. So we'll see.
I know it's sad that like it's gotten so big now that it's just a headache. Like it's like I remember going. Shoot, I don't even know what it's been 10, 12 years ago now when it's like, even then it was kind of a lot, but it was like, okay, it's easy. Get in and out. Like, no big deal. Now it's like, it's too much. So, and everybody there just wasted. So we'll see. But yeah, hopefully you get out there, man. We'll be asking you next week. So no pressure. But if you do, we'll see what's up. Oh, Kelly said we need to report on what everybody eats on Sunday. Yes. Game day foods for sure. I want to find out.
We need to know what Miles and August ate too. Next week we want to know what they did. Pictures.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, that's what's up. So that's the homework for this week, and definitely enjoy the Super Bowl. But that was Slack episode 336. Until next time, it's your boy A-Dub.
And we're straight.
And y'all be careful out there with ice, man. Be careful. I'm just saying.
For real though, it's disgusting. Yeah.
Love y'all, man.
Be careful. Love you too, fam. All right. Peace.